Original post. Link. Firstly, I want to thank all the commenters who gave advice on my original post. I got some DMs about my Kara sleeping with a woman. Both Kara and I are bisexual. She's had girlfriends, and I've had boyfriends, before we got married. Her interest in women is not news to me. After my post, we told my parents we were having some problems, and asked them to keep the kids for the week. I was still angry at Kara. I told her I wasn't ready to talk about the affair and stuff. Before this happened, Kara and I used to do a lot of stuff together. We cooked together, exercised together and played video games together. These were usually the highlights of my day and we started doing those again. As the week progressed, it dawned on me how much I'd miss her and our companionship if we split. She was best friend and the person I relied on the most. After a few days, we finally sat down to talk. I asked her why she kept the messages and Kara told me that she did it because she wanted to have proof that the affair was brief and that she ended it. Kara told me that she realized that life was short and could end at any time when her friend died and she didn't want to die with regret and guilt, so she told me I didn't want to lose our partnership that I treasured without at least giving it a chance, so we are going to see a marriage counselor and I'm going to individual therapy. Kara is a great partner, an extremely fun person to be around, and my driving force. I still haven't forgiven her for hiding the affair from me for 4 years, and I told her that I'm more pissed off at her for hiding it from me and than the actual affair. I made it clear to her that I might not be able to forgive her and that we might split in the end, but that I was willing to try because I love her and our partnership. Don't feel like you have to rush to decide to or seek counseling. Talk openly, decide if Kara is remorseful and willing to help you heal from her affair and deceit. It won't be easy on either of you, but you need to take the time and space to process what this news means without feeling the need to decide or give her clarity. Good luck to you. I feel like Op just referenced that they are both B on the grounds that many individuals in the primary post were behaving like the other individual being a lady was pertinent when it truly isn't. People on Reddit were less **** on you for deciding to give forgiveness and reconciliation a chance. At the end of the day though, only you know what is best for you and your marriage. Ignore those here that are giving you a hard time. I know couples that have been able to move past this type of betrayal and end up stronger. That said, don't feel rushed or compelled to get to a place of forgiveness. It will take time, talks and therapy. Edit. One piece of advice. Don't tell your family about this, or at least specifics. You might get to a place of forgiveness, but your family will never forget or forgive. At least, that's what I've seen. Lots of people have been cheated on, so an internet forum is a natural place to vent anger and encourage others to dump the cheating spouse. I understand the sentiment all too well, but when people are willing to give reconciliation and forgiveness a chance, then I will wish them the best of luck and hope they find peace. Every relationship is different. If you really want to figure out what's best for you and your relationship, don't take advice from Reddit. Go talk to a marriage counselor. She should go to individual therapy too. Being B has nothing to do with it. Cheating is cheating regardless of the genders involved. If you believe she's being honest and she still loves you, try to work it out. It's your life. You get to decide. One thing, if you do stay together, I'd advise not to use this as a gotcha moment when there's arguments down the road. If you put it to bed, poor choice of words, then it's done. Can't be all well at least I never cheated etc. That'll prove you haven't forgiven totally. I feel like Op only mentioned that they are both B because a lot of people in the first post were acting like the other person being a woman was relevant when it really isn't. I'm glad you are going to counseling to help work through this. Please do keep your options open though, both to stay and to go. Or this is a sad situation. I hope you guys find the right way forward whichever that may be. Hey Op, if you are going the reconciliation route, entirely reasonable, get out of this sub and go to r/s only for infidelity. It is a sub made up of people working on reconciliation. You'll find lots of people going through the work that you will be going through. You have nothing to be ashamed of, you are not less than, and your reasons for offering reconciliation are solid. BTW, Ike for her too, unless she's in it already. Didn't see your first post. and send her to r/support for waywards if she's on Reddit. Eat her. She's got work to do to help you heal. Both subs listed will help her with that. I think the only thing that matters would be a good update in maybe 6 months to see where you two stand. Good luck and good life. She didn't want to die with regret and guilt, so she told me. How noble. She selfishly carried on an affair, selfishly kept it to herself for 4 years in order to keep you unaware, and then selfishly confessed only for **her** sake. Nowhere in this do I see her confession being about honesty towards you. You see that right? So we are going to see a marriage counselor, and I'm going to individual therapy. Why is she not seeking individual therapy? I wish you the best, but all I hear here is her taking actions for **her** benefit, not yours, at every step. If she doesn't figure out her issues, while you are also figuring out your joint issues in your marriage, nothing is keeping this from happening again. And, when it does, how long will it be a secret that time? What if the regret and guilt never hits her, like it did here? Good luck. This is so true. Everything she did had selfish motives. There's a book your wife should read and work through called Not Just Friends, which goes through how emotional affairs start and how to keep boundaries up with people to guard your relationship. Also this, https://www.indigoinsight.com/upload/3/4/helping_your_spouse_your_affair.pdf. I think you're doing a smart thing by trying counseling. See if it works out, and even if it doesn't, you won't have any lingering doubts that you didn't try hard enough to save your marriage. Might also help to post on Surviving Infidelity subreddit to see their experiences. I know it can take a while to move past these things if you try staying, so just be aware that you have a long road ahead of you. But I wish you the best. OC doesn't want to be guilty. How noble of her. How unbelievably selfish. I keep seeing this stance on this subreddit that cheaters should just keep it hidden because it's selfish to confess, and it is completely deranged. Yes, confessing has the side effect of alleviating some of the cheater's guilt. That does not mean it's the wrong thing to do. I swear, some people here have so much hatred for cheaters that they'd rather see cheaters' partners live a lie and be deprived of the truth forever than have the cheaters be relieved of 1 ounce of guilt. I'm sorry about all the negative comments you're getting. You are doing the rational thing, taking time to figure out if your marriage can be salvaged, and if you want to salvage it. Congrats on being thoughtful and disregard the hate on here. Regardless for what happens, I'm rooting for you. Your thoughtfulness will ensure that whatever choice you make will be the right one. Same here. Thanks for the update, Opus. I understand where you're coming from, and I think you're handling things as well as can be expected. I hope this brings you two closer and makes your relationship more fulfilling in the long run. Well, it's your life. If you can forgive, well, okay. If you can't, okay. I think you need to take a little get away from her and really think about everything. If her friend hadn't died, you would have never known about the affair. Also, her reason for the affair is truly shitty. When things get complicated and stressful in a marriage, you do not, and I mean, do not go out and cheat for months. She confessed for her, not for you. She lied to you for 4 years. The second you were miserable, she slept with someone else during 2 months. Reconsider it. Will you ever 100% trust her again? And she only told him cause her friend died. If the friend didn't die, she probably would have kept lying. Lots of good advice here. The only one I'm gonna give you is a hard pill to swallow. One harsh truth that you're gonna have to face sooner or later. There is a huge chance that this will happen again. The feeling Kara had, that life is short and you have to take the plunge and all that, is something that hits all of us at several different moments in our lives. You already know how she's gonna react to that when it comes back around. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. No one likes a downer. It is just something that I think should be said. I wish you both a life of happiness. People can learn from their mistakes. They handle one situation terribly and grow from it and find other ways to handle it. Not saying that it 100% won't happen again, but they are talking active steps like therapy, which will probably include a deep dive into what led to her decisions and how she can handle them better if they come up again. Great partners don't have affairs and hide them until 4 years later. That is all. You're the dream spouse for cheaters. Wonder how bad she'll feel next time she sleeps with someone else, now that the precedent has been set, that you'll find reasons it was your fault. Exactly this. Wow. Why isn't she an Ike? You made a decision on what's best for you and no one can take that from you. Good luck and I hope you make a decision you're content with and come out happy. I will say, I'm not sure when she was supposed to tell you. While you were getting over your slump, she probably didn't want to nuke your progress while you were slowly growing back together, and in counseling probably the same. And then at some point it becomes, oh, but we just got better, I don't want to do this to him now, we only just got stable. It's hard to make the lows lower, and the newly found highs can be unstable, and then it becomes habit. I do think, before you guys adopted together would have been good, but I guess keep that in mind. It's hard to find a good time, and it's hard to find a relevant time that doesn't tear the last shreds of an already darling relationship apart. Obviously someone cheating out of the blue should be upfront immediately, but you were in a bad place and had neglected her, so I dunno. When thinking about when you would have preferred that, I wouldn't have picked immediately. And then it becomes really hard to choose. Not giving her a pass or anything, but it is definitely hard to bring up old things that have already been allowed to settle for one party. Your process is your own though. I hope you find happiness. Geez, I wouldn't stay with such a person. Good luck, you'll need it. Just weigh the time and effort vs the return yield from her. And remember, she lied and hid it from you for 4 years. That's a shitload of lies in the mix. But hey, you do you. And I hope you're making the best decision for you, and not just for you guys.